I'm Katie. I'm 21. At 13, I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis and fibromyalgia. We chased it for a year before I was officially diagnosed. And I went through multiple hospital stays, PT, OT, countless things over the last 8 years. It's been quite the journey. Learning, okay, to look at the pain differently and not just what everybody tells you to look at it as, and just what I guess you hear. And now today's society of pain is like a certain thing like this. Chronic pain is this. And learning that pain is so different and it's so complex and there's so many different things that wrap into it. It was a lot to take in, but it was such useful information to know, okay, this is what the pain really is, and I can have control over these pieces of it to help with the pain, to kind of give me that control back and that sense of normalcy back in my life. In the beginning, I was very stubborn because for me, it's like I don't like change. Like, I like things to be a certain way, and especially with everything that I went through, like, change is really hard for me, and to like give up that control was hard in the very beginning. But once I kind of learned, okay, like, this isn't hurting me to do it this way, like, this is actually useful. Like, it was using your body in a different way, so you weren't working against yourself, you were working with your body and what you had to work with at that time. So if I'm super flared up on some days, I know, okay, I can sit a little bit differently, or I can stand a little bit differently. That's not going to agitate it or make it worse. That's hard because I learned so much. I think for me personally, I have really bad anxiety. And then with the fibromyalgia, that was always a huge struggle for me, of where I just felt so defeated every day. Of I felt like the fibromyalgia was so out of control. I couldn't handle it because the anxiety was so bad. And I didn't realize that they were connected. That was huge. My fibromyalgia is not as bad as what it used to be because I have a much bigger understanding of how it's all connected. And that's huge. Once you understand the big picture of the pain, like, it makes so much more sense with everything else. And in the beginning, like, there was a little bit of a battle of, okay, what are we going to do here? Because I'm very stubborn. And it was hard for me to give up that control because I had went to so many people, so many doctors. So learning to like take a step back and just like trust that, okay, he knows what he's doing. That was hard for me in the beginning because it was just like, well, is this going to be like what everybody else did? And just be like, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this for 6 weeks and then you're done. No, it's a weekly thing, or it's every appointment you evaluate where you are. And learning, once you give up that control, he gives it back 2 times 100. And it's so empowering to feel like you actually have a say over your journey and you actually have a little bit of control over your journey, which is huge because you don't feel so hopeless and like this is a never ending thing. You actually feel like you're going to get somewhere with this. You're actually going to have a functional life and you're going to have more good days than you have bad days.